with the NBA here on 2. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues. And here we go, the battle between conferences. And then for Minnesota, Nick and Levine subbed in for Ricky Rubio. And so in the games, and Pekovic are up front. Ahmed is out there with Lips in at the 3 spot. Timberwolves leading by 9. Towns sets the pick for Wiggins. Back up. He lays it in. Wiggins has got 10.
You could not diagram a better way to open a quarter.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the lead they've jumped out to already. What a start.
Bosh, the screen. There's a good screen.
Move the ball. Stick it to
now, Freak. 17 points for him last game against Toronto. To the wing on the left. Here's Muhammad. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. 9 points in the game so far.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start exactly what they were hoping for.
Give it up for your East Nation.
All right, a chance to look at the numbers for Towns. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. He's right around 17 points a night, 11 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And his rebounding is what's most impressive. He's shown tremendous determination on the backboard.
And it's a big asset for this team. I mean, he blocks out on the defensive glass, and then he keeps balls alive at the offensive end.
Wiggins kicks to Levine. That ball's nice feed that time from Wiggins. And the Timberwolves lead by 15. Rockets the pass to Freak. And there's the feed to Dang. Now here's Freak. Muhammad covering. And it's good. Freak's got his first 2 points. And making connections is always good in any business, and the NBA is no different. From what I've heard, Clark, Freak has done a good job of reaching out to his peers all over the NBA.
I think that's an example of Freak just having a good head on his shoulders and knowing that taking the time to get to know others in the business has its benefits.
Yeah, and early on doing a really nice job at the free throw line.
Yeah, getting to the line and converting, Greg, that's the big thing. It's always good when you can do that because it stabilizes your offense.
Jang, he's checked in for Minnesota. Martin comes in for Shabazz Muhammad.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Timberwolves leading by 12. Jang, a screen. Passes it to Pekovic. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
A moment here to check out Chris Bosh. He's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. 18th in rebounding. And, of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
You know, just like you were saying, he's one of the better rebounders in the league. He just has that knack and that tireless work ethic that really galvanizes and energizes his teammates.
Here's Freak. Kevin Martin with the rebound.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Well, you know your low post players are going to take a lot of trips to the foul line. So it helps to have big men who can drain free throws like this group can. Karl Anthony Towns, 4th. And, of course, Pekovic.
And a lot of these big men take the free throw line with them. I mean, that makes them very hard to handle.
It really does. I mean, defenders have to be a little more cautious than they would be ordinarily. Hack one of these fellas, and they'll cash in.
Ball. It's sticking too much.
Latch the pass to Freak. The floater. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2 for 6 start. Here's Levine. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Oh, that's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Now here's Pekovic. Latch covering. Martin attacking. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
You couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
Now we get a chance to check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. You look at San Antonio, a terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know. And checking out Minnesota, not in the same realm right now in terms of their record.
And I think for Minnesota, this season has to really become a wake-up call for them moving forward. If they didn't recognize before this year that they didn't have the talent to compete in this league, they sure as heck better recognize it now.
Well, I would certainly hope so. I mean, it's been hard to watch this team struggle as much as they have throughout most of this season.
And that one's good. Freak. Timberwolves leading by 13. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Levine's got 5 points so far. Freak dishes to Bosch. Pass to Freak. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Grown man's power flush with the long hang on the rim at the end of it.
Clark, that could be a catalyst for him.
I think you're right.
And when we've seen those kinds of plays get them fired up in the past.
Pekovic with a screen. Wiggins drives in. Can't make good off the pick.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Stolen by Bosch. And here we go. Freak heading to the hoop. And
from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Here's Levine. He has 5. 1:39 left here in the opening quarter. That one goes. Count it. 14 points for Andrew Wiggins.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Winslow kicks to Freak. There's a good screen. The pass to Blatch. He dishes it to Winslow. Clock at 6. He feeds it to Bosch. Buries the long-range jumper. Bosch has got 7 points in the game.
He's hit the ground running here in the first, putting together a nice quarter offensively.
Well, let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Sam Mitchell. Doris, what's the news?
Yes, Kevin, he told me that when you're playing against a team that can finish inside as efficiently as this team does, they don't want to allow any looks easily on the interior. He said if they can limit them in that department, they'll be in good shape.
Thanks again, Doris. The Heat trail by 12. And Udrich kicks to Freak from the arc. No good. And Minnesota will come the other way. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Yeah, they were in a funk from the field in that game. Credit the defense, though, because even when they got open looks, no rhythm to knock them down.
Hey, guys. Hey, every team has a night like that on occasion. It happens. Heck, we call them gong games. You just want to hit the gong.
Trying to will his team back in the game.
Now, here is Martin. Defense is right there.
Give it up for your Heat Dancer.
And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player.
I was obsessed with the NBA as a kid, and just like I would have died to get in that locker room, you know. So I always have a moment just sitting around and, you know, just not taking things for granted and really taking everything in. And, you know, I couldn't have written the script any better.
What a great cut from Chris Bosh. That's the new group on the floor. Minnesota also making some changes. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. Gorgie Dang comes in for Carlos Boozer. And Wiggins is subbed in for Kevin Martin. So on the floor for Minnesota, in the backcourt, Rubio and Muhammad. Gorgie Dang is out there with Andrew Wiggins, and it's Pekovic in at the 5 spot. Here's Muhammad. kept alive.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Bosch, the screen. Pass to Green. He kicks it to Freak. Dishes to Dragic. Here's Blatch. Green, the pass to Blatch. Bosch, the screen. Second shot opportunity. And at last, they get one to fall. Bosch has got 5 points now this quarter. Down low, here's Pekovic. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. And the Timberwolves lead by 16.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Here's Freak. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for Wiggins, averaging 17 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. Solid numbers, the kind of production we expect. And frankly, I think he's got another level to take it to.
Yeah, he definitely has the skill set to put up even bigger numbers. It wouldn't be a surprise to see that in the coming days.
Minnesota making a switch here. Levine's checked in, and he can't hit the second.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
6 to shoot. Rubio, the 19-footer, is on the money. Rubio's got 6 points. Looking at Miami, they want to turn it around after the loss to Toronto.
Just not a disciplined performance defensively in that game, guys. A lot of silly fouls hurt them throughout.
I think lack of discipline is the right phrase, Greg. I mean, a lot of silly fouls, and they did that even when they were in foul trouble.
They kick it out to Green. Here's Bosch. Lays it up and banks it in. Bosch has got 7 points here in this quarter.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. Over to the left wing. The 3. Chris Bosch with the rebound.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Green dishes to Freak. Sinks the triple. Freak's got 15.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
And Rubio kicks to Wiggins. Here's the teardrop. That's his 4th miss. He's made 5 of 9. Freak with it. 15 points in the game. And stolen by Wiggins. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Rubio's got the ball. Now let's check out and highlight the best defenses in the NBA. The Heat in 5th.
You know, I don't think all the time that defensive-minded teams get the credit they deserve. And sometimes I think that teams like this aren't as exciting to watch. But you know what? It's effective. Limiting your opponent's points goes a long way towards giving you the results you're looking for. How about Wiggins in this one? He's got 17 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
Move the ball. Stick it.
Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And both free throws good from Freak.
That's a great job getting to the line here. You know, he didn't have a single attempt in that first quarter because I thought he was tentative. Much more aggressive here in the second.
Wiggins drives in. Count the bucket.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one.
And how good has he been at the line?
He sure has been. I mean, you can tell that he had that nice rhythm right from the start. Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
They set the pick. Freak passes to Green. Kicks to Freak off the screen, and he hits the jump shot. Freak's got 19 points.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
1:27 left in the second quarter. Count that one. Levine's got 7.
And an open path to the hoop there. Easy bucket. We've seen that far too many times today.
Now here's Freak. Tight defense on him. The shot will not go. Timberwolves leading by 14. Here's Levine. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Miami's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Back to Dragic. Here's the screen. Now the dish to Freak from deep. Rebound, Minnesota. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Passes to Blatch. Dragic with it. Guarded now by Rubio. Here's Freak. No good. Wiggins with some nice D. Rubio outside. Wiggins drives in, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Assist from
Wiggins has got 22 points.
And the lead's not getting any smaller. Just an incredibly well-rounded performance here on the road.
And how good a feeling is that for this team to dominate the...
Welcome back, everyone. We're ready to get going again as this new group in for the Heat. Winslow's checked in for Whiteside. Gerald Green comes in for Luol Deng. Freak's checked in for Dwayne Wade. And it's Udrih in for Goran Dragic. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Towns. Gorgie Dang comes in for Boozer. Martin's checked in for Shabazz Muhammad. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Ricky Rubio. Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Winslow is out there with Chris Bosh. Then there's Gerald Green, and it's Udrih in at the 1 spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Raptors did some really solid floor work. He ended with 17 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. He really was the second unit for his team in a great performance, guys.
All right, thanks, Doris. He's got a lot of positives to take away from that game.
He really does. It was one of his better performances, and that's saying something because we've seen this guy have a lot of good ones.
And you'd have to imagine that he'll be out to build on it, to go one better here tonight.
Pekovic dishes to Wiggins. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Dang, and he gets the bucket. Here's Udrih. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Timberwolves.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And another area where they've separated themselves, guys, is at the foul line. I mean, those extra points are starting to add up.
Bosch, the screen. Here's Freak. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
The Heat trail by 18. They set the pick. Takes a three. Minnesota with the rebound. Pekovic has got 5 rebounds tonight. There's a minute left to play in the third. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. No good from outside.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Here's Levine. Makes it off the glass. Levine's got 13.
That is so tough to defend. He'll cross you over in a nanosecond. That move is next to unstoppable.
Freak kicks to Udrich. Here's Bosch. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. The Heat have made 7 out of 9 when they've stepped to the line.
And 74% has been the mark for them on the season thus far.
Whiteside's checked in for Udrich. Ricky Rubio checked in for Minnesota. And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there.
They're digging their own hole here, throwing dirt on themselves. They haven't been nearly as efficient from the line as they were in the first half, and that can be self-destructive.
Here's Martin. Great tee that time from Green.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for it. No one to blame.
The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Minnesota leading by 16. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the court for Minnesota. In the backcourt, Rubio and Muhammad. Towns is out there with Boozer, and it's Wiggins in at the 3 spot. Now here's Freak, covered by Wiggins. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. Luol Deng is checked in for Miami.
Luol Deng.
Nikola Pekovic is checked in for Minnesota. Zhang comes in for Muhammad. Here's Rubio. Feeds it to Towns. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. 14 points for Karl Anthony Towns.
And that kind of sums up the defensive effort we've seen here tonight, guys.
And they call an illegal screen here.
The second half, they haven't taken care of the basketball. Simply put, more turnovers now that could hurt them later.
Some changes for Minnesota. Boozer comes in for Towns. And it's Muhammad in for Gorgui Dieng. And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. Both free throws good from Rubio.
Checking out the game Rubio is having. He has 8 points, and what a game he's had passing the ball, too.
I love the fact that he plays for his teammates, really spreading the ball around, getting everyone involved.
Count that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Bosch. Timberwolves shooting at 51%. Really solid. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Rubio.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Miami's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Dragic the pass to Freak. Right side Bosch. The feed to Freak. Offensive rebound. Right side, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And that one's good. And that's now 28 points for Andrew Wiggins.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Here's Bosch. Boozer with the rebound. Boozer's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Rubio outside. Begovic with a screen. Over to the left wing. Shot clock at 6. From the line, and there's Carlos Boozer on the assist from Begovic. 10 points for Carlos Boozer.
And if you thought this game was over already, you're probably right.
Yeah, I would have long enough to know when a game is.
Clark, if they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Amen. I think that's the best option.
Wiggins kicks to Muhammad. Begovic dishes to Rubio. Begovic with a screen on Dragic. From past the arc. No good. And it's Miami the other way.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bageled in the second.
Here's Bosch. Takes it off the glass. Bosch has got 32 points.
And they're clearly finishing strong here, but not enough time to pull it out.
Yeah, it does look like they're going to end on a high note. Too bad this run didn't develop sooner for them.
You got it. Let's get the ball.
Dragic the pass to Freak. Muhammad with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Muhammad's got it. And it's Wiggins missing. Now here's Dragic.
Get the ball inside.
And here's Freak. Shoots the 3. The shot misses. Great D that time from Begovic. And it's Rubio penetrating. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business.
Carlos with
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille Andrew Wiggins. He put up a new season high tonight, and if he keeps shooting like he did, and that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan.